Do you really think it's a good idea to turn to Zeno for help?
We have drawn almost every man and woman from the mining facilities to get rid of the critters nesting around the port. Most of the defense team were injured. Some lightly, but others got much worse. It will be weeks before they can return to duty. If an attack like the one at the rehearsal happens again, I'm not sure we will be able to protect ourselves. I know most of our people are frustrated with Zenos' arrival, but I expected better from you, Vila. People trust you, and they will follow you, but that doesn't make you right. Maybe you're still too young to see the dangers.
I might be wrong, but history is a long lesson in learning what is right through being unafraid to be wrong.
Sadly, we don't have time for a trial and error.
And this is your excuse for making decisions for us against our will?
I will hold myself responsible for my decisions. In that, you have my word.
Today is the day of our welcome ceremony. Vila said when the bell rings, the important people from the Dorothy's Academy will arrive. Everyone looks excited. Nina has put on her best dress. I know she will be great on stage. Basono will duel with Piotr. It's his duty to protect the princess. As for me, I got a new job from Mr. Afghani. Salute, shake hands, and give them the warmest welcome. What, this? There are bubbles in the water. We meet again, Kikirn. Are you planting sunflowers under the water? Have you brought your friends? One, two. Oh, your friends also have 6 legs. Look, they're wearing needle grass and flat files on their legs. Are you also here for the ceremony? Welcome, Kikirn and friends. Welcome to the prettiest town in all of the Arctic, Rayashki. Please enjoy our song.
Comrade August, what are you doing?
Whoa! I'm welcoming Vicky Kieran.
Get out of there. They're dangerous. Defense team, drive them away.
Wait! These are Kikirin. They're not aggressive. They're just curious about us. The kids seem to like them.
Get rid of them.
As you command, comrade.
The Kikirans are all gone. I think they don't like us anymore.
Comrade Yevgeny.
Take the kids back to where they were, Comrade Vila. It was your duty to protect them.
Maybe if we make the town a better place, more friends will come back. Then they will also come back. That makes sense.
The family of Kikirin includes dozens of subspecies, but none of them are so greatly adapted to water as this. That is to say, they might also be affected by the ley energy under Rayashki. Pity that they were driven away. There was much we could have learned from them. The temperature here is rising much faster than expected, and much earlier in the season. I imagine if you asked the Weather Bureau, they would say this is just an odd occurrence of unseasonable weather outside of expected ranges.
It's time. The Zeno investigators should be here any minute. I must stress again how important this ceremony could be for our future. Our town's economy is facing a cliff, and I am sure each one of you has noticed the increased rationing. If we wish to take care of our people in the future and protect our family from these frequent creature attacks, we need Zenos' support. So we will work with Zeno, because we must. The future of Rayashki is in our hands. So is the future of every comrade here. And we need the cooperation of every man and woman here.
Zenos ships are very fast, so as soon as they appear on the horizon, our ceremony will begin.
Understood.
Zeno was late. So late that Miss Villa would say they were absent.
Do you think something bad happened to them? What are they doing there? Oh, something is falling. Light and soft, like a polar bear's head. Poor bear, losing all his hair.
It's snow! What? How can there be snow in summer? Is this related to the strange thing Avgus said earlier?
If so, I'm happy that these aren't stones or a dark cloud spit.
Avgus, I can't believe it! You were never right before.
Ugh. Oh, it's chilly. The snow is biting against my skin.
I'm sorry, Avgus. I shouldn't call you a liar. But will Rayashki really get into trouble?
Piotr, we will not be defeated. Not by clouds or bears. Look. Mr. Tortoise is walking very slowly. But no one has left their position. For Rayashki. You little swans must go back to your lake too. Go as fast as you can. We will.
Don't forget your own job, Avgus.
So, this milky white line is this snowstorm. The average temperature in Rayashki has reached its highest point in the last 5 years, which together with the abnormally rich air moisture have produced an unseasonal and odd kind of snow. The weather forecast was wrong. Leylines were right.
Everyone listen! Our ceremony will begin!
As you command, comrade.
Music, please!
Отпусти вчерашний день, оставь в прошлом. Каждый шаг рисует новый день. Не смотри назад, нет теней в дневном. Светлые небеса путешествуем.
It's a pleasure to speak to you all, our valued friends in Rayashki. On behalf of Zeno Arms Academy, I am here to announce the details of the Zeno-Rayashki Cooperation Agreement. As many of you have expected, a squad of armed troops will soon be sent to aid you with the critter problem. However, having given it careful consideration, we have decided that the town of Rayashki is no longer viable for our continued support and must be abandoned. We advise that all residents prepare to be transferred to a new post immediately. Thank you for your cooperation.
What?
I don't see the point of your reluctance. The letter conveyed Zenos' decision clearly. I suggest we warm ourselves up with a few drinks before we go. Do you have any stowage in town? Better than sitting here dwelling on the things that cannot be changed. Please, tell me you have something like cocoa here?
This is not what we agreed on earlier, Mr. Bertolt.
Calm yourself.
You must be mistaken, my very passionate friend. Zenos sent a warning months ago. The estimated value Rayashki can add to Zenos' program is less than satisfactory. Further support is no longer recommended. Should any new valuable resources be found in the region, please reply to this letter as soon as possible for further assessment. Then we heard back from Rayashki. In fact, the sender was you, Evgeny.
Yes, it was.
And it was you yourself that argued the most compelling point, I have to say. One that has drawn the higher-ups' attention, and the reason why I was sent here. I believe you wrote, I have total faith in the quality of the people of Rayashki. Their solidarity, dedication, and motivation have proven invaluable to us. I am certain they would carry those same strengths of character and skill to any post, no matter where they were assigned.
Zeno accepted my application. Of course, I asked around before making my submission, and Zeno seemed to have a good reputation. It was a golden opportunity to join them.
It is, but do not get us wrong. Our entrance requirements can be most difficult to meet. Zeno only takes in the best of the best.
You want some of us to work for Zeno? You never told us anything like that, Yevgeny!
Be reasonable, Vila. Some of us deserve this opportunity.
What about the others? We have elders and children. Some of our comrades have been injured and even died in the mine. Are we to forget their sacrifices?
Relax, my friend. That's why we sent our very best biological control squad. We will escort you to the nearest shelter.
Face reality, Vila. I know how much effort we have put into building this town, and I understand you have this dream to fulfill. But we must prepare for the worst. We may have to give up on our Rayashki. Read this.
Field investigation has confirmed that the remaining runium reserves in Rayashki are around 0.0173 kilotons, which is less than 0.275% of our average annual output. The mine is located high within the Arctic Circle, which has entailed significant transportation costs. The harsh environment is also wholly unsuitable for building any permanent processing facilities. In addition, military spending on the region has recently been elevated 3.61 times due to increasing animal and critter attacks, and that number is still rising. Clearly, the region is now incapable of self-management. According to the Guide on Global Humanitarian Aid by the Office for Disaster Risk Reduction of Zeno Arms Academy, we propose to send a special squad to the region to evacuate all local citizens and subsequently take care of the remaining biological control issues.
And our admission standards will be lowered at Zenos' discretion, so that you will all find work with us somewhere.
I'm sorry, but this is reality. From the start, this ore was the only thing they wanted from us. The environment here has always been harsh for mining, but we overcame it and sent our shipments to wherever Zeno had need of them.
And I salute each one of you for your work, my friends.
But now, our mission is over. I believe all of you will continue to work hard in your new positions, no matter what.
You shouldn't rush to a decision. We are discussing Rayashki's future here, Yevgeny. For 6 decades, the people here have put in great efforts to turn the town into what it is today. We won't leave just because you tell us so. Our grandparents didn't even have construction equipment at the beginning. They built these houses with their own hands. We ship over the planting soil. We build walls to keep out the wind and snow.
When you came here, you brought books for the children and introduced us to a species different than humans. You became one of us. I'm not happy about this either, Comrade Vila.
I won't buy that, Comrade Yevgeny. This is not just about my dream, but everyone's dream. Or have you forgotten what Rayashki was meant to be?
A utopia built for and by everyone. The voice of a better future. One which would sound across the land and seas. I remember every word of it.
You have my sympathy, friends. Zeno has also suffered huge losses in many regions. We have lost manpower, territory, armament factories, and even some of our affiliated military schools. Rayashki is but one of these losses. We know how you feel right now. But Zeno has his own problems to be faced. And investing in these new industries, purchasing fancy equipment, all these things Rayashki will need. All of this takes money, and even Zeno must be economical.
Shouldn't the people in Rayashki also benefit from these global benefits Zeno has promised?
We will get there, my friend. Maybe slowly, but we will get there. Trust me, Zeno has done everything they can for you. We need to keep our eyes on our goals and stay on the right course, so that we won't get lost in these turbulent times. Yes? I know how much faith these people have in you, and I believe you can show them a different perspective about these coming changes. Of course, this will also help you during Zeno's assessment. Good luck, my friend.
The reserves of runium running dry, the appearance of new critters, the sudden snowstorm. I have connected the ley lines of each of these phenomena. The map is nearly complete. But still haven't traced many lines and marks back to their source. Perhaps if I go back to the factories, into the restricted zones. But I can't do that alone. Definitely not when the situation in town is so unstable. Well, I should have given this up long ago. There's no chance that the study of ley lines will ever be accepted again.
Regretfully, Miss Windsong, with nothing but these outdated files and materials to back you up, there's simply no way to justify reinstating the study of ley lines into our curriculum. We don't have unlimited funds, and we must save our money for projects with greater potential. The study of ley lines is... Of course, we might be able to consider new ideas and projects. You can't be allowed to do this on your own. You will need endorsements from the Institution of Geographic Studies, the Arcane Creature Society, or other such organizations. Let me think. Zenos seems to be interested in geographers recently. They just recruited a number of researchers for a new commission. Maybe you should go try your luck with them.
Submission date is getting closer each day, but I've made poor progress. Zeno won't endorse me if I can't find a breakthrough. They have become more and more radical and desperate lately. First, they sent those researchers here to conduct their haphazard studies, and now an armed force? And all this effort just to chase the rumor of some source of perpetual energy? That this perpetual energy source must be hidden somewhere beneath the permafrost. The higher-ups call the shots. All they need to do is spread a little honey in the right places. Then all the little researchers will swarm on it like flies. But could there really be a magical power source like that? Whether there is or not, I still have a map to finish. There's no way that I can map every ley line in the region all by myself. Goodbye research funds. Goodbye lectures and seminars, and so long to my dreams of being chair of the Geographical Perspectives Forum.
Tuk-tuk!
Huh? What was that?
Miss Windsong, we've been waiting for you. Miss Windsong, we prepared a special medal ceremony for you in August.
Please, come to our ceremony. We just wanted to thank you for teaching us. Miss Villa was right. We shouldn't have been so quick to argue. We should have listened.
So you should be given an award for being right. But our ceremony will not be as big as the ones on TV.
Miss Windsong, will you accept this medal?
I have no cup to put this medal in, so we can't toast with it in celebration. But now I know, no matter what, I won't be returning empty-handed. Thank you, kids.
Do you mean... are you leaving us?
But there is so much you still need to teach us. Rayashki embraces every guest, including you, Miss Windsong. Don't you like it here?
But those things I heard at the welcome ceremony, won't we all be leaving soon?
No. I don't believe it. That stranger was mean. He wasn't our friend.
This is our town. They can't speak for us.
That's right.
Miss Villa invited the men from Zenos to leave his ship. Then they went into Mr. Evgeny's meeting room together.
Uncle Knut promised me that no one will give up this place. They will go to many meetings and find a solution that satisfies both sides. The tortoises move slowly. They need to keep their eyes open and look for a better answer. So, will you stay and teach us?
I won't cause you any more trouble. I promise.
Comrade Calculator is speaking. Hello? Comrade Calculator, are you giving the earthworms directions?
What's going on here? My calibrator! The whale-like backbone, the diamond-shaped teeth, 2 short legs with dim eyes and an extremely sharp nose. That must be a Kikituk. But their closest habitat should be Konkarl's land, hundreds of kilometers away. Their marks on the map appear to be red, sort of reddish-brown, and there's a large amount of light energy accumulated around them. Clearly they're high on the food chain. Seems like the small fish have attracted more than one big fish. Kids, get behind me.
The Kikatuks are giving a performance. Their nose sings, their fur dances, and their belly shakes. But why aren't their ears doing anything?
August, what are you doing there? Stay back, those are not Kikin.
But their ears are left behind. They can't join the dance. Then they will not get their Alyonka.
Ears? Природа — это числа и черты. So that seems to be their weak spot. Good job, little one. You're even more perceptive than I thought. Next. Блин, This was one of the last working instruments I had.
Don't be sad, Miss Windsong. If we plant them in the soil, many more will come out when spring comes.
Thank you, August.
Miss Windsong, can I be a lay hunter too?
If we were as good as you are, maybe we could have protected your machine.
And maybe we could protect our town.
Kids, lay hunting isn't a good profession. If you become a lay hunter, you will have to deal with doubt from all your peers, even hatred, and homework that piles up to your roof.
Miss Windsong, people in Rayashki are taught not to doubt or hate others. They would never hate you or us.
Exactly.
I'm happy that you let us show you around, Miss Windsong. We haven't had many other visitors here since the critters started coming near the town. I met a blind lady once. She always smiles, and she has a pretty typewriter. Villa said she's a writer. The writer has been to many towns, and she fills up her papers with so much ink, just like I do. So, I made a drawing for her too. And she promised us that she will tell more people to come visit Rayashki.
Will people from other places like it here?
What about your other visitors?
I remember they had green and red rectangular paper and some shiny cookies in their hands.
They tried to trade us their silly papers so they could take our cans and things. They never wanted to work with their own hands. And Rayashki doesn't like lazy bones.
Miss Windsong, Richard got all of us together last night, and we read for our How to Be a Good Tour Guide. So we can guide you.
Miss Windsong is just a bit strange. She's not lazy.
This time, I want borscht, blinchik, and olagi.
Let's not hurry on to our rewards, Avgus. We haven't helped Miss Windsong yet.
Oh, right.
Good to see you at our little factory, Miss Windsong.
Hello, sir.
The kids have told me that you want to learn more about the history of Rayashki and the strange things that have happened in the past, yes?
I do. But would that be going against any rules?
Most certainly not, miss. We're not some stubborn old goats that dismiss people for asking questions. In fact, I'm relieved. It will be much easier to talk to you than that bitter fellow from Zeno. He came to the factory with his armed squad, took a quick look around, and left even without a polite farewell. Like a whiff of cold breeze, that one. These old, outdated machines and hundreds of workers, young and old, each one a mouth to be fed. They are certainly not a pretty sight to the eyes of that greedy hyena.
A pathetic, number-crunching cretin.
I am starting to like you, miss. We would have much to talk about. Perhaps over a drink. If only I didn't have to get on with my work. You can see what's going on here, right? Don't feel sorry for us. Xena might no longer need this ore processing factory, but we can make use of what's left of it. Once we get rid of the critters, we can arrange for other minerals or materials to be shipped to Rayashki for processing. It is a shame we wasted so much of our good years, never preparing for these bad times. If those strange little monsters weren't there, we might be able to return to our mines. Then we'd really be able to turn things around.
About these mining sites. Mr. Knut, have you ever found anything there, other than runium ore?
Never. I know those sites like the back of my own hand. I've never seen any other minerals of any worth there. But give it some time, miss. Well, give me some time. Just a few months ago, back when Xena were still keen to work with us and not just ship us away, I remember they found some strange little pebbles. Dark pebbles that were stuck in the clothes of those little monsters. Zenos soon sent out some troops and caught all the monsters. They didn't leave a single one behind. We never heard about those pebbles again, nor have we found more of them in the mines. And you know the rest. Now we've exhausted the runium, and more strange-looking critters have appeared. So it's not safe to go back there. We left them completely deserted.
Please take a look at this, Mr. Knut.
No, their clothes were thicker than a polar bear's. But these are closer. These monsters had much larger teeth. They almost look like old mining picks. And no ears.
Could they be some kind of Hoytuk?
Yes, this one looked just like the creatures.
If that's true, then it may be another big fish that has come here to feed.
It is true. You can ask around. Many of the other workers have seen it.
So, the color of a Hoytuk is bright yellow, and that matches with these bright yellow lines I've traced here on the map. They are burrowing animals, often living as deep as 50 meters underground, so if they were here, that must mean... that there must be some undiscovered resource here.
Talk of undiscovered resources would be music to our ears, miss.
I don't want to get your hopes up. It's still too early to draw any conclusions.
Yet, the corner of your mouth is suggesting the opposite.
I must be cautious before confirming there really is a new resource. Nonetheless, it's a silver lining. Thank you, Mr. Knut.
Think nothing of it, miss. Maybe one day you and your research will return the favor.
I will, if I can. I hope your work here can be resumed shortly.
Don't worry about us. We will find a way to drive those critters away and start production once again. We have all our brothers and sisters with us, and these machines still run perfectly. As long as we continue to put in our best effort, there's no reason why things won't get better.
Is this exceptionally positive spirit common with the people here?
Well, can't blame us for that. There are very few places in the world like Rayashki. Here, everyone earns their food and their rest through working hard together. Then outside of work, ice hockey, learning courses, even music lessons. Not everyone is as lucky as us. That is why we won't let Rayashki die. With busy hands and open hearts, Rayashki will live on. It will grow stronger, glowing as brightly as these furnaces.
I have to say, Rayashki is truly a curious place. It has a spirit which I've never found elsewhere. Yes, perhaps that's what was missing from the study of Leylines in the past.
Miss Windsong, would you like to meet Mr. Patrick?
It's time to go to the canteen, boys and girls. Eat well, and you'll grow strong. Patrick knows how to feed you well. He's the best cook in town. But I would suggest you be careful with that one, if you don't want to get stuck with his endless chatter all night.
I have never been to the canteen. I stayed out of that area in my previous, visits to avoid unwanted trouble.
Forward to Comrade Blinche.
До скорой встречи, мисс. I look forward to hearing good news from you.
This is our canteen. We play hide and seek here when we're hungry. Comrade stew and potato Rayashki are always the easiest to find. They're not very clever at hiding. But Comrade Blinchik is very good at the game. He can only be found at dinners on Friday.
We have good food, like mashed potatoes and boiled potatoes and potato stew. Mr. Patrick said a good cook can turn even simple ingredients into delicious food.
The grown-ups are so kind to us. Sometimes they give us their cheese and salad, so they only have potatoes to eat.
Don't cry, Nina. Remember when you shared your Lenka with everyone? When we grow up, it'll be our turn to help the grown-ups with their potatoes.
We also have the Tin Hat Festival, when they give us metal hats with food in them.
Avgus, it's called a Workers' Festival. We have it every month. Everyone must sit in a circle in the canteen and sing songs, and Miss Villa plays the accordion for us. We each get a can of food in it. Sometimes it's a shonka, sometimes it's salad, sometimes sprouts.
Yes, and after the Tin Hat Festival, we would bury our tin hats in the ground. Yellow ones, red ones, and white ones. Then tiny trees will come out from them next year.
I have told you many times, they are not tin seeds and they don't grow into trees. They are just tin cans. We only bury them so they won't pollute the snow.
Piles of tin cans. Food. Those empty cans you mentioned, did you store them here?
Oh, I know this place. That's where the adults dug a big hole. They put some things inside. It's covered up with rocks and ice now.
Yes, Fasono is right. That's where the grown-ups put all our old metal after they make them into little cubes. Miss Vila said it helps keep our town and the whole region clean. Why? What's wrong with that place?
I'm thrilled. There must be lots of big fish left to be found around there. If I can write a report and provide a practical plan, maybe I can get I could request reinforcements.
Yay! School trip! School trip!
This is no trip, children. I'm not going there for a hike. You must stay in town and be good. That goes for every one of you. Understood? Quiet, kids!
Attention, please. Tomorrow at 8 in the morning, we will be holding our final hearing. In this meeting, we hope to finalize our next steps and answer any remaining questions. We look forward to seeing you there.